What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Now today we are doing nothing makeup related. I kind of just wanted to turn the camera on, sit here for a little bit and just talk to you guys. I know I mentioned on Snapchat a week or two ago, just kind of about like letting walls down and letting you guys know a little bit more about me personally. I know for the last year and a half as I have entered the YouTube realm, I have really just stuck to makeup, and I know I did a video like 6 months ago that was called the Tattoo Diaries Part 1, where I kind of let you guys in on my life, and so many of you loved that video. Sorry that I haven't done a follow-up to it yet. It is definitely coming. But there's been a lot of like crazy rumors and drama and just a bunch of negative shit all over the internet about, I mean, it's always about me, but a lot of it recently is just about me and Nathan, and I just kind of wanted to sit down here and talk about my relationship, everything about it, and just address a lot of rumors that I've been seeing. But before we even dive into that, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and no, I don't mean this fucking beautiful highlight. I'm talking about my hair. This is actually not a wig, so for everyone that does not follow me on Snapchat, my hair colorist, David, shout out to you, David, because you transformed me, baby. We were actually going to do like a hot coral or like a peachy type of coral vibe. I was like, I want like peach hair. I want peach. So we started to lift out the hot pink and it came out like so easy. I have really good genetics in my family when it comes to hair. Well, not hairlines, insert joke there, but we always have really strong hair in our families. Like you can dye it, bleach it, flat iron it, do whatever, and it feels so healthy. So I said, you know what, David, let's take it there. So we were doing the hair and all of a sudden all the pink was gone and I was like, oh my God, you guys, I haven't had blonde hair in literally 9 years. I used to bleach my own hair in high school. I used to have like white, platinum blonde, and I've had pink and green and so many other colors throughout the years. Definitely feels a little weird to me right now. Like when I looked in the mirror the other day, I was like, oh my God. The next morning I was like, holy shit, who is this? And it's crazy. It almost feels like a part of me is like missing, if that sounds weird. But it's definitely something that I'm gonna probably keep for a few months and then I'll do my peach idea. But for now, I'm having a little blonde ambition moments. Do blondes have more fun? I guess we'll find out. So I'm not really sure how to start this video, but I guess I'm going to just address a lot of things that I've been seeing and hearing and just like have been witnessing all over the internet. Now, it's really crazy because when you are dating someone or in love with someone, you really don't hear all of the, I guess, negative stuff. But when you live your life online like I do, and you are all over YouTube and the internet and Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook, obviously my life is in front of an audience and I know that. But it's crazy when complete strangers try to pick apart my relationship or make things up and try to convince people that this is real, or like I've literally seen videos of me and Nathan where someone had literally just made up something out of their ass and it literally never happened, wasn't even true, and there's like 1,000 comments on this video of people like debating it and talking about it and agreeing with it or disagreeing, and it's just like blows my mind that my relationship is even like that exciting for people. But then I have to realize, you know, me and Nathan have been building a story on YouTube and we have been together for about 2 years now and a few months, and so much has happened. When I introduced him on my channel, I had no idea where the future would take us, and here we are. You know, we have a house in Calabasas together, we have 4 dogs, we have this amazing life, but a lot of you only see us, you know, reviewing face masks or, you know, on trips together, and you really don't know what is like under the surface or what is behind the pink curtain, as I'm gonna call it. At the end of the day, do I really care what people say about me? No, but then there comes to a point where actually maybe I kind of do on some subjects, because when people try to tell me, hey, your boyfriend's only with you for the money, or your boyfriend has a weird vibe, or your boyfriend just wants, you know, your bank account, it's so crazy because I'm like, where did you even get that from? So let me rewind to early 2014 when I started talking to Nathan and met him for the very first time. At the time, I was single for like 7 years, and we'll talk about that later, but when I met him, I had really just started my company. I was not wealthy. I was not a millionaire. I did not have a crazy brand. I did not have a YouTube channel. I didn't have any of these things. So it just kind of makes me sad when people try to throw that card in. And I think a lot of people hate to see others happy. We're in a very weird time in the world where other people's success or happiness makes other people upset, jealous, angry. And I can't really understand that. Whenever I saw other people more successful than me, or had nicer things in me or were doing something that I wanted to do, or I never looked at it as like, oh my God, fuck them, like fuck this shit, I can't believe they're doing it and I'm not. It made me want to work harder. It made me motivated, but I know a lot of people aren't like that. So Nathan met me before I had money. Plain and simple. So please, let's move on from that subject. And I don't know what people think. Like, you think he just logs into my bank account every day or has a debit card and just goes shopping all day? You know what's really funny? And I'm just gonna keep it so real as usual. When I met Nathan, he had no idea, you guys, what any designer label was. He is a small town guy from Michigan, and people don't really give a fuck about Louis Vuitton and Chanel out there. They're literally trying to like pay the rent and, you know, work and try to find a job and just, you know, everyone's pretty normal out there and they're not wrapped up into social media or any of this bullshit. So it trips me out how people try to, I guess, say things that are literally a lie. And it's crazy when people make storytime videos about me and Nathan and they have, you know, AdSense, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically ads on their video which makes them money. So while they're degrading me and my man, they're making money off of it. So it's like you're making money off of people's, you know, sadness or anger or pain or lies, and it's just kind of crazy. Like, we live in a whole nother world. To get back on track, before I met Nate, I was single for a long time, and the reason why is because I am really not attracted to anyone but what we call in this world as a straight male or a normal dude. And what I mean by that is, like, you know, I am really into straight guys, and I know that is going to not be surprising to a lot of you. If you have been someone that has followed me for a long time, you know, I come from the music world. If you are unfamiliar with my music career, I did music for 8 to 9 long years. I traveled the world. I met, you know, a million people. I grew an amazing fan base. And this is way before I ever had a makeup line or did YouTube. From just traveling the world, I would always fall in lust. I'm gonna say lust because to me, I've never been in love until now. And I guess that really hit me, and I really realized that when I met Nathan, I had never felt like this with someone before. I'd never had that strong of a connection. So, you know, from just traveling everywhere and meeting dudes all the time and being around that world for so long, I really kind of fell into a trap of always being someone that was kept like the secret. And when you are someone like me who is, you know, I get asked all the time, even every day on my channel, you guys, I get comments, are you a guy? Are you a girl? Are you transgender? Are you trying to transition? What are you? And I don't even know how to answer that. Like, obviously I was born a male. I just feel like I'm Jeffrey. Being someone that is like me, that is a guy that looks like a woman, right? I keep doing this because so many people are not into labels these days, and I love that. I'm all about that. You do you, call yourself whatever you want, whatever you believe in. I think that is the beauty and the freedom of, you know, living, is we can be whoever we want to be. I've always been into straight men, and the problem with that my entire life is I never found real love, because straight men behind closed doors, they love people like me, they love hooking up, they love having fun, they love the relationship as long as other people don't know, as long as their family doesn't know, as long as their friends don't know. So imagine you guys always being the secret and never fully being accepted and never fully loved. I was tired of that. I was really, really tired of it. So I went on a long hiatus from dating people, hooked up with people, had fun, had little, you know, flings and little relationships. I think if you date someone for 2 months, that is not your boyfriend. You literally were hanging out with someone for a few months. It didn't work out. So I don't like to call people my boyfriend if I dated you for a few months. I think that's silly. Until I met Nate, I'd never had, I guess, real love. And I get asked all the time, how can someone that is a straight male be into you? Men are into me. And I know it's kind of shocking to some people. A lot of you are like, girl, we know the tea, we already know it. You know, rappers and actors and all these people behind closed doors are hooking up with guys that look like chicks and transgender people, and it's a very common thing. Maybe not where you are from, but in California it is a very big, and I've traveled the world, you guys. I've had a million guys married, single, divorced, all have hit on me, and you know, that's just sexuality. You know, we can have a sexuality video some other time. I will definitely have to do one. So when I met Nathan, he had only ever been with chicks. And if you guys go back on my channel and watch a lot of our Q&As, you will find a lot of Nathan's history, and he even explains it a little that, you know, he's always been attracted to guys that look like women. But in Michigan, there is no Jeffree Stars, there are no Nikita Dragons, there are no Gigi Gorgeous, there are none of us beautiful, you know, creatures and those beautiful women in Michigan. So I think when Nate found me, he was like, oh my God, this is like, I don't know what he thought really. I guess we can ask him one day. But he was attracted to me, obviously. He hit me up and I was really attracted to him. Something about him drew me in and I was like, okay, like let me give this guy a chance. I had no idea what to expect, you guys. He flew to LA for 2 days, literally a weekend. He's like, I'm gonna come hang out, let's just chill, whatever. I thought really, if we're gonna be really real, I thought we were just gonna hook up, say goodbye, have a good weekend together, and then that was that. And I'll never forget when he pulled up to my house and I locked eyes with him. I was like, whoa. I don't know what it was. I don't even know how to explain the feeling of like a real bond, like this connection that just like hit me, and I was almost like breathless. 2.5 years later, I can say that I think I have finally, I know truly deep down that I have real love, and I don't even know how to explain it. Love is such a weird thing. I know a lot of you out there have children, you're married, you're divorced, you're single. There are so many walks of life out there watching this, and I just want to let you know that it took me 29 years to find someone decent enough that respected me, that, you know, I wanted to give my time to. And, you know, Nate has had to deal with a lot. He's had to deal with me, you know, growing as a brand, as a person, as a, you know, influencer, as a celebrity, whatever you want to call me. I think all those words are silly, but we do love to label things. And it's also important, I get it. But whatever you want to call me, is that Nate has grown with me. He has, you know, been with me since day one when I even wanted to start a channel. We have filmed videos together that have had millions and millions of views. And I think a lot of you were enamored by the fact that Nate loves women, but he also is now dating me. And I think a lot of you are tripped out by that. And it's crazy how many girls and women out there are still direct messaging Nate on Instagram. And it's bizarre to me. Like, there's girls, you guys, that literally write, let me know when you're done with that faggot, come back to the pussy. And I'm like, girl, I just think it's sad that people want to try to ruin a relationship or try to break it up. But the thing about Nate is that there is so much trust. Like, I wish you guys could see him day to day and see what a beautiful, strong, amazing, nice, genuine, like, person that he is, because, you know, I know that you guys see a fraction of what it is on YouTube and online, but you know, we have full transparency. You know, I don't know how other couples are, but like, we really don't ever argue. Like, there's really not much to ever argue about. Everything is always happy and amazing, and I've never felt like this before. It's crazy to think that other people out there want to hurt a relationship, or people want him to, you know, try to write back so you can screenshot it and make a news story, and it's just like, oh my God, I couldn't imagine being that unhappy with myself where I would want to hurt others. I guess I can't relate to that. So for all you people out there that like to try to DM other people as men, you need help. You really do. And when you grow up later in life, you will realize how dark and sad that aspect really is. I could never imagine doing that to someone. So I think to kind of go back to what I'm really trying to say here is, I want to let you guys know that I am in love. And I think that is so funny to say on a video because I've never felt these feelings before. But, you know, here we are 2 years plus later, and I finally feel accepted. I can't believe that someone accepts me for all of my flaws. Y'all know I'm not perfect. You know, we all have our personality, what are we gonna call them, defects, or, you know, we have our issues and we've had our past, and, you know, we all come from something, and we all come from a, you know, whether it's a good or dark past. And, you know, when you meet someone, they have to figure that out, and they have to realize, like, oh my God, can I really accept this person for everything that they are? And also, you guys, being in the spotlight or being in front of an audience all the time can be difficult for a relationship, and there's always so many factors from all angles coming in, whether it's negative or positive. And Nathan just loves me completely for me. He's accepted all of my flaws, and, you know, I'm not one to always get emotional, but it's crazy to sit here and think about that. Like, you know, it took me 29 years to finally feel accepted by a man that really is compassionate and has real love. And I get asked all the time, you know, how do Nate's parents feel about you? How does his family feel about you? And, you know, what's crazy is that they are all so open-minded, amazing individuals. They don't look at me as anything but just Jeffrey, you know, a normal person who is, you know, dating their son, and they love me. It's so fun to go to Michigan. You know, me and Nate just bought a house in Grand Rapids. Shout out to all my Michigan people in the Mitten. I'll be there very soon, on and off, all throughout the year. And it's cool to just, you know, go to Michigan and, you know, go to the gun range and, you know, go to restaurants and go camping and hiking and all these fun things and just be a normal person. At the end of the day, once the makeup is all off and I'm just sitting there, they accept me for me. I don't know, you guys, I guess I just wanted to share that. And I don't know if, you know, I don't really do storytime videos on my channel, so if this is a little jumbled, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to say thank you to everyone out there that watches my channels, that watches my reviews and my makeup tutorials, and that trusts me for my opinion. You know, that's what I'm here for, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video, and of course, if you guys want more storytime videos, please let me know in the comment section down below. And I just also want to say a side note, I know a lot of you have been seeing Snapchats of like jewelry. No, me and Nathan are not engaged. I have been wearing rings for a while now. He has a ring on his right hand, and I think every time he like Snapchats, it like flips it. So you guys are like, wait, is that his left hand? Are they engaged? I don't know if I ever want to get married. Maybe I'll get married in a year. Maybe I'll never get married. I don't know yet. But I do know that we are happy how we are right now, and we don't need a ceremony or a piece of paper to change any of that. Besides that, no kids, no marriage, a lot more dogs, and a lot more adventures. We do love traveling the world, and I really appreciate all of you guys that watch our vlogs and everything we do on the road. It's just so fun to be able to travel with your best friend and, you know, wake up every morning to someone that can look at you with no makeup and a bare face and just say, I love you. I think that is one of the most rewarding feelings as a human being, is to actually experience that. So, all right guys, that is it for today. And I don't know, I told myself we're not gonna cry on YouTube, we're not gonna cry on this channel. So I am going to let you guys go for now, and I will see you on the next one. Mwah! Bye guys.